My intention is to lay to rest this controversy which has dragged on for more than 70 years, that Subhas Bose died as a result of a plane crash in Taipei on the 18th of August 1945. His ashes are at Tokyo in a temple. The ashes deserve to be brought to India, because otherwise it's cruelty to his memory, it's disrespect to Subhas Bose, and it also dishonors the sentiments of his sole heir, only child, Anita Faf. There were 11 different investigations, official and unofficial, on the subject, and each and every one reached the conclusion with overwhelming evidence that he died as a result of a plane crash, corroborated and as provided by 6 of the survivors of the plane crash. 5 of them Japanese, 1 Indian, Colonel Habibur Rahman, who was the ADC of Netaji. Then by his bedside were at least 4 people, possibly up to 8 people when he passed away. And they were all eyewitnesses to Subhas breathing his last. So these are testimonies which cannot be thrown away into the wind. It is very hard for them to accept this death, because they expected Subhas to return to India triumphant and lead a post-independent India. Sadly, it did not happen, and it's difficult for them to accept the fact. Every single Indian government has maintained that he died as a result of the plane crash. The mortal remains at Renkoji Temple in Tokyo are looked after by the Government of India. The Government of India pays the temple for the preservation of the ashes. So there is no doubt that every single government, including the present government of Narendra Modi, accepts the fact. I really started work 30 years ago, but it took me some time to be convinced that the plane crash story was correct. And so by the mid-1990s, I had reached that conclusion, and I took my findings to the then Indian Prime Minister, P.V. Narasimha Rao, and persuaded him to bring the ashes to India. To his credit, Prime Minister Rao did take an initiative. He sent the then External Affairs Minister, Pranab Mukherjee, who later became President of India, to Tokyo, to the temple, and to take a look at the remains. Mr. Mukherjee then went to Germany to visit the widow of Subhas Bose, who was still alive at the time, and they did try. But unfortunately, they could not complete the process because the government of Narasimha Rao was defeated in the 1996 general election, and so the matter basically fizzled out. She's the sole authority on the matter, the only person with legal and moral rights on the issue. And it is her wish that the ashes are brought to India and immersed in the river Ganga. And that is something that the people of India the politicians of India and the government of India must respect. The death of Subhas Chandra Bose should be above politics. It's a humanitarian matter. I have written this book purely for humanitarian reasons. His widow passed away without closure on the matter of the mortal remains. His daughter, who is 75 years old today, wishes that her father's mortal remains come to India. And so, all political parties, in a non-partisan manner, need to come together, because the truth is out there and it needs to be accepted, and if there's a will, there's a way.